shiny, nice wearables session. So we know this guy is super cool because he wears a suit and trainers, which means he's the king of startup. So without further ado, can we get João Bocas to can talk to us about the future of wearables and to end on a technological high?
This is on, by the way. Fantastic. Thank you so much for the lovely introduction. I like the point about the trainers. Anyway, my name is João Bocas. I'm from Digital Solutum. I believe I'm a digital health influencer and entrepreneur. So I'm here today to talk about wearables. But before that, let me tell you a bit about Digital Solutum. We're actually a global strategic consultancy business operating in Europe and working around digital health innovation. Wearables, I believe, is a really hot topic when it comes to healthcare. And I believe wearables present a unique opportunity for healthcare. Actually, wearables present something very, very unique, which is the convergence of wearable technologies and the humanity, which can make a huge difference to healthcare. I believe it's a perfect combination. So why wearable tech in healthcare? There is some stats there for you. There are many, many reasons why we should be using them, but the statistics, I believe, they don't lie to us. This is actually a fundamental study done very recently. 61% of the users believe that they are more informed because of the data they get out of their wearable. 82% feel that the tech enhance their life, so make their lives better. They get different insights as a result of using them. 88% of the physicians, and this is very significant because that's what we all talk about in here, is healthcare and playing with the stakeholders and all those involved in the loop, believe that they want to monitor their patients remotely or not remotely with wearables. And 88% is a potential cost savings with biometric data, which is highly significant to healthcare. Now I would like to leave you with some wearable trends. The first one is fashionable. Well, fashion meets wearables, if you like, which I believe it could be a great session for the conference. The wearables, they're not those ugly things anymore. They can be very, very attractive. They can look like a luxury and a highly valuable piece of jewelry, like the first one we have there. The second trend is actually hybrid smartwatches. You remember when the smartwatches came out? It was a great buzz, and the smartwatches, it was a big deal, great thing, big business for Apple. Things are evolving really, really fast. The smartwatches have evolved, they moved, and now what we really want is a different kind of smartwatch. And now the hybrid revolution, if you like, show us not just those analogs anymore, but they show a very trend smartwatch that hides the data and the capabilities behind. So we actually want to use our wearable in our watch because it looks great, believe it's a great design, and it's actually a great watch too. The third trend that I have got here is smart clothing, which some major experts believe that in a few years' time the fitness bands will disappear. The wearables that we are using today, they will become obsolete in 5 or 10 years' time because no one wears them anymore. So smart clothing is about having those wearables, or in a sense new sensors, because they will become not wearables but the sensors applicable to clothing, so they're always with us. And actually we solve some of the issues around wearables, running out of battery, forgetting them, and break the pattern of not using anymore. In smart clothing, probably is the answer there with some of the issues related to wearables. And the last trend, they are multifunctional. So, imagine a sensor that have multiple capabilities. It's not just measuring temperature, or your steps, or just what the weather was like yesterday. It's actually measuring several things at the same time, continuously. And that's a very attractive proposition, I believe. So, wearables are the way forward. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? Because this is an amazing subject and there's a lot of things to be done, and all the other applications we've seen today are completely connected to this. Any questions?
I'm happy to take some questions.
Okay, so we're just going to wrap up. Thank you so much for the presentation. I'm going to see you later. Thank you all for being here. We've seen today how patients are important, what can we do to attract them. We're going to continue tomorrow.